Imagine being chosen to rule a vast empire, a land filled with ancient traditions and immense power. And imagine this happening at the tender age of just 3 years old, when most children are just beginning to explore the world around them. This was the fate of Puyi, the last emperor of China, a child thrust into a role that carried the weight of centuries of history. Born in 1906, Puyi's life was anything but ordinary. From the moment he was born, his destiny was intertwined with the fate of a nation. At the age of 3, Puyi was selected to ascend the throne of the Qing Dynasty, becoming the Son of Heaven, a title that signified his divine right to rule. But his reign was short-lived, a mere flicker in the grand tapestry of China's history. Just 3 years later, in 1912, the Qing Dynasty fell and the Republic of China was declared, marking the end of over 2,000 years of imperial rule. From emperor to mere citizen in the blink of an eye, Puyi's life was turned upside down. Puyi's life took an unprecedented turn, rendering him a puppet of political struggles, a pawn in the hands of those who sought to control China. As a young man, he was used by the Japanese to legitimize their occupation of Manchuria, becoming the puppet emperor of the state of Manchukuo in 1934, a title that brought him little more than a semblance of power. But even as a figurehead, Puyi had no real power. He was a prisoner in his own palace, a symbol rather than a sovereign. He was trapped by the tides of history, unable to control his own destiny, a man caught in the relentless currents of change. World War II brought about Puyi's dramatic fall from grace. The world was changing rapidly, and Puyi found himself on the wrong side of history. Captured by Soviet forces in 1945, he was handed over to the newly established People's Republic of China in 1950, a prisoner of the new regime. The former emperor became a prisoner, held in a re-education camp for 10 long years, a stark contrast to the opulence of his early life. Imagine the weight of going from a palace to a prison cell, the drastic shift from luxury to confinement. After his release in 1959, Puyi's life was a far cry from his days in the Forbidden City. He was no longer an emperor, but an ordinary man trying to find his place in a rapidly changing world. He worked as a gardener and later as a researcher, quietly living out his days in Beijing, a city that had transformed around him. The once mighty emperor ended his life as an ordinary citizen, often overlooked and forgotten by the very people he once ruled, a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of power. Puyi's story is a poignant reminder of the impermanence of power and the unpredictability of life. His journey from emperor to prisoner encapsulates the dramatic shifts that China experienced in the 20th century. From the heights of imperial glory to the depths of imprisonment and obscurity, his journey mirrors the tumultuous changes China underwent in the 20th century. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this glimpse into history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating stories. Your support helps us bring more incredible tales from the past to life. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the rich tapestry of our shared history.